Sounds good. All right, welcome to Collab Nite, everyone. Third Wednesday of every month, 7 to 10 at the Good Beans Cafe. Make sure you go ahead and get your fill up of our caffeinated beverages. I'm Al, your host, Creative Alliance here. I'm just gonna let things start rolling here with...
Just kidding.
Just kidding.
Just kidding. All right, give it up for him.
My name is Jeremy, this is Katie. We just made this band 4 hours ago, and we're called Just Kidding. Ready?
Ready.
Song today. It's called Dying for You or Waste My Time, whatever you prefer. We just made this, so it's kind of new. Let me start off, Katie, will you?
Had you still laying
upbeat, crazy style. We just wrote this today too. We played it for the guy that always does deliveries downtown. You might see him. He's always running around. He's like the hardest worker downtown. He always tips me $1 every day that I play, so he's a good guy. He was the one that got to witness this song being made, so this is for you, man.
Which, being a banjo, may be devilish to tune, so give me a sec here.
And this was the first time you played, right?
First time I played this in public.
Yeah. Oh.
I mean, it's 6 strings if you want to get there. It's not like it's totally new concept here. Only can say. 5 strings are worse as far as tuning goes. But okay.
Oh, that's
I'm not getting much to that.
great first
here.
attempt.
Okay, so I guess this. Oh, well, another little tidbit. There was a folk singer, very common around Chicago in my youth, named Bob Gibson. I think he was fairly famous among folkies. He came to my high school and he told us all that he played the 12-string guitar and the 5-string banjo because those were the 2 authentically American instruments. He was wrong. The 12-string guitar was invented in Portugal, and something very like the 5-string banjo was also invented in Portugal. And the banjo, of course, is of African origin, and all lutes of that nature are from the Middle East, Sumerians and such. But anyway, the 2 instruments I happen to bring are not only authentically American, They were invented in Michigan. The American mandolin and six-string banjo are among the inventions of the Kalamazoo people, Gibson. Anyway, having bored you all with the history lesson, I'll give you a Johnny Cash song. I don't need no elevation when my train has left the station. If you're there or not, I may not even know. Have a round and remember things we did that weren't so simple. Let the train blow the whistle when I go. On my old guitar, sell tickets to someone to finally pick it. Tell the girls down the Ritz I said hello. Tell the gossipers and liars I will see them in the fire. Let the train blow the whistle when I go. Let her blow, let her blow. Long and loud, hard and happy, let her blow. No regrets, all my debts will be paid when I get laid. Let her blow, let her blow, let her blow. Basket full of smoke, because God knows there are no other songs, for sale at Walmart that mention marijuana. But supposedly it was this when I get laid line, which meant, of course, laid out, at funeral home rather than right?
As stupid as Walmart.
That is stupid as Walmart, you union busting bastards. So, anyway. I love fall. But the changes in weather and humidity are not the banjo player's best friend. I don't know who is the banjo player's best friend. This guy is good. All right then. A hand to the season that is now departing from us. Early last summer, and I ditched my load and donned the new disguise. There in the spring, the day I died. Seen the mountain stream down to the sea, the river stream just pass me by. Summer pass me by. Summer pass me by. Bye, bye, bye. I think next time I'll have a hot rack. My right hand's cold from holding the toddy. Either that or some other reason, but I'm assuming that's the case. All right, let's see. I used to play in a folk duo called the Notorious Trotskys, which was, a dubious affair. My partner in that band wrote that last song back when he could write songs when he was in his 20s. Some things don't age well. Anyway, I hope he's not watching this when you have the video. Anyway, we did this song, which I had never heard before. I guess it was Peter Rowan wrote it. Folky, played with Billman or whatever. He had a band with Jerry Garcia called Olden in the Way, and they did this number, and I guess the Dead may have done it once or twice, but if they did it badly. So anyway, here it is, Midnight Moonlight. Bluegrass songs, you know. In the moonlight, in the midnight, in the moonlight, midnight moonlight, in the moonlight, in the midnight, in the moonlight, midnight moonlight. If you will sorrow for things you might have done. No for tomorrow in the setting of the sun. Ocean is howling. Things that might have been. That last morning star be the brightest you've ever seen. Supposed to go up the falsetto there. In the moonlight, in the midnight, in the moonlight, midnight moonlight. But I had a cold. In the moonlight, in the midnight, in the moonlight, midnight moonlight. Now we get the hard part. Little thing. It's unclear in my bedroom the other day. That's not bad. Lonesome and you're down in San Antonio, beg Steve to borrow 2 nickels or a dime and call me on the phone. Meet you at Alamo Mission. We can say our prayers. Holy Ghost and the Virgin Mother will hear us as we
I write poetry, I recite poetry, and this one is for Jenny, and she's gonna know what I'm talking about when I tell her that this poem is called Digital Girl.
Yeah, I
Rings
know
a
what
bell,
you're
huh?
talking about, yeah.
Well, now let's see if we can do this without it sounding too half-baked. I never actually wrote it down, so. Oh my gosh, look over there. Do you see what I see? You mean the statue over there by the paintings? That isn't a statue. Don't you ever read the papers? That's Digital Girl. That's what? That's Digital Girl, you know. I know you don't subscribe to poptech.com, but I thought maybe you read the news streamings. This Digital Girl is the brand new prototype of the human race. I don't know who cloned her. That's supposed to be able to digitally interface completely with the digital world. Custom designed. What do you think of that?
Cool.
You know, she doesn't really look too well put together. She's a little, ass backwards, pardon my French. Oh yeah, I see what you mean, but she's probably just reconfiguring herself. It's one of the things that Digital Girl can do. You know that if you subscribe to poptech.com like all the other people do in this country, how some of us don't want to get that far on the information highway. By the way, what the heck happened with her face? Is that supposed to be a gas mask, or are those things eyes like flies or something? Oh, let me see. Oh, that's her amplification system. Her what? Her amplification system is how she views the world. Those aren't really eyes, they're ears. She views the world audially instead of visually. That's how she chooses to interface with the digital world, and I guess it must be how she interfaces with the real world. What do you think of that? I don't know. I think it looks weird, basically, but nah. Oh, wait a minute. Does that mean she can't see? Yeah, basically, she sacrificed visual for audio. She views the world. Yeah, I did explain that part. But she can't see what she's doing in an art gallery. Gee, you know, that's a darn good question. You mean there's something you don't know, Mr. PopTech.com? Well, oh, wait a minute. Get a load of what she's standing next to. It's the paintings. They're not really paintings. Oh my gosh. That's the new trinary code. She's upgrading. Well, I'll be darned. Wait till I tell all my techie friends I saw a Digital Girl upgrading to trinary code right here in this art gallery. Now, congrats. Now can we go? Thank you, Barry, for this presentation because I don't have it down yet, but I thought that was sounded a little better than last time.
I hadn't heard it before, it's great.
Yeah.
So what do you?
It's awesome.
So Jenny, what do you think? You know the painting I'm referring to.
I think that people should look up the Voices book from 2010 or something.
I think that was what it was.
We'll have to go to Page's bookstore and buy that book and look at the cover so they know what you're talking about.
Well, I did my best.
Yeah, thank you. You're a great salesman. That's great.
Now we're going to try something else that I'm sort of improvisational on, but Brian will recognize this one. It's called, what's his name was right. I went home a few years ago, which is weird because where I went was never home. I mean, it wasn't my home. It was my grandparents' home after they moved out of Flint, moved up north. but it was never my home. And I haven't been there in years, and they're both dead. But for some strange reason, the closer I got, the more I was thinking, a few more miles and I'll be home. Just a little further, I'm going to be home. Just around the corner, I'm going to be home. Wait a minute. Where is it? It should be right here. I'm on the right street. I know I'm on the right street. What happened to home? It's supposed to be right over. Did I forget where it is? No, I'm sure this is the right spot, but what happened? I mean, I know it's not going to look exactly the same as it did the last time that I saw it, but what happened to that wonderful driveway with the carport that leads up to the garage that we lived in for 3 years while the house was being built? Where's that great big picture window the hummingbird ran into? I know they gotta cut stuff down, but you'd think there'd be a few of the trees left. I don't get it. Maybe that's it, way back there. Oh, there's somebody I can ask. Mister, I was looking for something. That house, what do you mean it's the house in back? Well, what happened to the house in front? Where's everything that was always there? And then I came all this way to go home. How? But I came all this way to go home. I want to go home. I want to go home. I want to go home. Oh. I guess what's his name was right. You can't go home again. I know. I just tried to go home. Now for something a little on the lighter side, I think, yeah, Brian, this one is definitely for you. Now it's not really on the lighter side. I got to put one on the lighter side, but I got to remember to do this one for Brian's sake. He did something wonderful for me, so I'm going to give it back to him. It's called, as if you didn't know already, Brian, the Colorado. Back before I was a river, when I was a little stream, and the banks through which I bubbled were not held in high esteem, I could feel the little fishes as they riddled on my bed, and reflect the whirl and twitter of the thrushes overhead. No. Then the years turned into decades, and the decades centuries, and I cut my channels deeper, followed downward by the trees. Till where thrushes used to twitter, I could hear the ravens cry, and the little fish were salmon, come to mate and spawn and die. Now the centuries are eons. Then they settled on the land, and they call my banks a canyon, and they call the canyon grand. And they marvel that a river looking oh so far away could have sculpted out the wonder they're gazing on today. But I never made a canyon. Can a river plot its course? And I have no tongue to tell them of the one eternal source. So I flow along triumphant and remember as a dream, back before I was a river, when I was a little stream. Do we have time for one lighthearted one?
Sure. Yeah.
Alrighty. It's the wrong time of year, but I hope you'll like it anyway. My favorite lighthearted poem is called Mary, Mary, Quite Contrary. Ryan knows what I mean, does he? Mary, Mary, quite contrary, how does your garden grow? With silver bells and cockle shells and pretty wreaths all in a row. Mary, Mary, quite contrary, how do your silver bells ring? They've been out too since the middle of June. I want to forget the whole thing. Mary, Mary, quite contrary, how have cockle shells done. They're filled with worms and crawling with germs and going them isn't much fun. Mary, quite contrary, what do your pretty maids say? They say they want reading and mulching and feeding, and I want to throw them away. Mary, quite contrary, what do you plan to do? I'll buy some sheep from Little Bo Peep, and my gardening days will be through. And I think I'll take it over to upstate town now, or somebody else can get up and have some fun. Good night, folks.
Thank you. Don't leave the stage quite yet, okay? Al and I belong to a fraternity of open mic hosts. There aren't too many of us. And about a week or so ago, Al had posted on his Facebook just a truly lovely photo of himself in high school, playing saxophone in an entire band.
Yeah.
So I figured
Junior high.
Who hasn't seen
figured
that?
You need company, so I figured I would just kind of bring out mine. And this is here's a photo of me in high school with my
Yeah.
Oh, let me see. Let me get in close to it.
I like clarinet.
You look pretty good compared to what?
For a white one.
Are you kidding? That was a great photo.
Of me?
Yes, it was.
Oh, do that again. I didn't get it out of the phone. Yeah, okay, there we go. Yep, that's what it looked like.
There you go.
Was that in fact your senior photo or no?
No, that was 7th grade actually.
Was it 7th grade? Okay.
You look pretty young.
You good?
We expect
we're
an
good,
8
we're
by
good,
10. We expect an 8 by 10 next time.
Okay, I'll bring poster.
Hey, I got proof that I once had hair. I noticed there's several people in this
I
room
saw
who
that
have
here.
much more hair than I have. This is 11 years old, 6th grade.
Whoa.
Yeah.
You used to be a girl?
You know, I get that.
What year was that?
That was 75, 76.
6th grade.
Yeah, I'm pushing 50. I'm just a week shy of 50.
Happy half century.
Happy birthday.
Oh, am I ready for this? Where are we at?
Oh, yeah, you gotta I think they're hanging right there on the.
Oh, I see it.
Yeah.
All right. Great job so far tonight. Excellent job, Jeremy, and just kidding. Excellent
Her name's
job.
Katie.
Katie, okay, I'll get that. I used to be really good with names. Great job. Is it James Blum? Okay, Blum. I heard it pronounced Blum, but
Across the pond, it was Blum, so.
okay.
Yeah.
Charleen, great job. We got a bunch of people yet in the audience. Alex, hopefully we get Al to play.
Oh yeah.
I'm looking forward to Scott. I forget the stand-up's name, but I'm looking forward to him. Seth. Yeah, Seth.
Sorry about that. Is it okay? Did you get it?
Well, that was Apollo.
It's been broken many times.
This is the one I'm least prepared for, and if it comes out all right, we'll use this as my second entry to the Flint.
Oh, great, okay, cool.
Gotta get the feedback out.
Yeah, I mean, you are number 2 in views right now. He is.
That of the 6 entries, three of those 6 entries are in this room right now. Myself
Oh, really?
and Jeremy has
Yeah.
2 entries. This must be the first no-show for Lee in quite a while.
Yeah, well, maybe he's embarrassed because he's 3rd.
Oh, I'm sure that's it. The town I live in has what I'd call a gray wall, no room for youth. Graffiti comes in and pays a call, and the gray wall covers the truth. This town is covered by concrete surf, danger signals everywhere. Skateboarders show up and challenge turf, and the gray wallers don't want them there. There's where my chord progression is. You know what? Okay. It's gonna be a clumsy one, huh? They say respect those who've gone first. They count him as a blessing, I see him as a curse. Like that obnoxious uncle who staggers up the porch. They overstay their welcome and they never pass the torch. We'll have to save that for another month, I think. The city fathers built a reflecting pool to draw in crowds. Rumor has it, some reckless fool gonna push down gray walls and push back clouds. Oh my, did I blow that?
We'll do it again.
And the gray wall is dedicated to those soldiers of complacency. And the mortar is mixed in secret foundries of masonry. And those ceremonial clowns do the dance of the ancient. They'll pat you on the head and say, my son, be patient. The town I live in has a grip, is what I call a gray wall, no room for youth. Oh boy. Graffiti comes in and the gray wall covers the truth. Oh my. Oh, that was not. Maybe I'll do a better version of it next.
Yeah, we can do that. Whichever one you like best is the one we'll enter, okay?
Sure. I'll have to, yeah. This is let me try it up here. This one is a song let's see. I wrote about a friend of mine. I wrote this song about 10, 11 years ago. Like all of you, I was born an angel. Like all of you, I've done my share of sin. I've been known to rebel against structure. See, I've got to wake up in my own skin. And tonight, I'm crossing borders. And all the crap these things confirm. No more silly, twisted pecking orders. I'm crossing borders on my own terms. Absorb a little trial. You smile and say that's big of me. Don't patronize me with your thoughts on fairness, cause I know a thing or two about dignity. And tonight I'm crossing borders. And all the crap these things confirm. No more silly twisted pecking orders. I'm crossing borders on my own terms. Where no one man should be held under. Where no one man should be placed above. I need only look into the eyes of my daughter to remind me of everything I know about love. There are some nights I get to feeling restless. Grab
my guitar and I begin to pace. Step outside, I'm suddenly restless, washed in the wonder of history and space. But tonight, I'm crossing borders, and all the crap these things confirm. No more silage, packing orders. I'm crossing borders on my own terms. I'm crossing borders on my own terms. I'm crossing borders on my. I'm gonna finish it with, we just ended up the summer. I'm just about ready to hit 50. And you're welcome to sing along. This is a song that many people kind of know me by locally. It's a song that I do get requests from time to time. Challenge met, chosen side, set up the net. Come on, ace, go ahead and serve. Give me your best, or have you lost your nerve? You mentioned my past record. I played at love like I was a fool. Just the same, this is my game, and at volleyball. Volleyball. Volleyball, baby, I rule. Set a spike, honey, you can do whatever you like. Nothing to lose and nothing to prove. I know the counter to your every move. You mentioned my past record. I played at love like I was a fool. Just the same, this is my game, and at volleyball. Volleyball. Volleyball, baby, I rule. Dolly and Gerbil Jean, proclaiming you the verbal queen. You got your digs in for the moment, but you never had to face a more worthy opponent. You mentioned my past record. I played at love like I was a fool. Just the same, this is my game, and at volleyball. Volleyball. And volleyball, baby, I rule. Thank you.
All right, one more time, give it up for Brian Pobock. Alright, we're gonna switch gears from music and poetry, and we're gonna let Seth Addison come up here, local comedian. So give it up for Seth.
Yeah!
Alright. You get me?
Yeah.
Looking forward to this, brother.
Good, I'm glad. I'm looking forward to it too. Hope I appeal to you guys. There'll be some similar interests that I tell jokes about. Like any metal fans here? No?
Yeah, sure.
Me neither. Actually, these bands pay me like advertising space to wear this shit all day. I wear it all year. No matter how hot it is, you can see me dressed exactly like this. And people will come up to me, say things like, "Hey man, don't you feel hot wearing all those clothes?" And my answer is always the same, which is no, I'm actually quite a humble person. I never feel hot. Yeah, no, it's a joke about my poor self-image, it's true. I feel badly about my appearance. I have my entire life. I was just gonna say this. I did get made fun of in high school for the way I looked. I had really bad acne. People would always call me pizza face, which I guess is supposed to be an insult, but I don't really get it because pizza is one of my favorite things in the world. I don't really know what that insult is supposed to mean either. Like, are they saying my face looks like a pizza? Because that's not really a burn on me. Pizza is one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen in my life. You're saying my face looks like that? It just brings you absolute joy every time you see it and your mouth starts watering? Thanks, man. One day somebody pointed out to me, they said, hey Seth, maybe they mean your face looks like you eat a lot of pizza. Which I also didn't really get. Because if you've ever seen me eat a lot of pizza, my face is just overcome with a happiness. I look like the happiest man in the world. My pizza face and my orgasm face are one and the same. So if you're telling me like, I'm walking around school all day looking like I just came, I guess I kind of get it. That's weird, but I don't see what it has to do with my acne. I do love pizza a lot. I talk about it all the time. I even used to deliver pizzas as a job. I know you guys are shocked because I don't look like someone that would deliver pizzas, but I did it. Delivered pizzas for a restaurant in Flint called Michelangelo's Pizzeria. It was a pretty short-lived job though. I quit almost immediately after realizing it was not a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle themed restaurant. Thought that was pretty bogus to name a pizzeria Michelangelo's and not have the shredder working in the back of the kitchen cutting up the cheese. I tried delivering through the sewers on a skateboard and that didn't work out at all. Showed up to work in a hockey mask one day, everybody was totally freaked out, they didn't get it. Those guys were not ready to party, there was no cowabunga going on. So I had to leave that job. It was a fun job though, you get to see a lot of interesting things delivering pizzas in Flint. Imagine what the people like that I got to deliver to. A lot of weird shut-ins. But they're not like as bad as the people that go out. Like I see much more interesting people walking around Flint. Some good people watching, which I enjoy. One of my favorites is the girls that shave off their eyebrows and then draw them back on. It's like, they didn't get it right, I gotta do over. I don't get that, man. You already have an eyebrow, why don't you leave it alone? I think it's a huge turnoff when girls shave off their eyebrows and like paint that back on. But I'm glad they do it because it gives me the joy of seeing a girl walk around with one of those eyebrows wiped off and not know about it. And I won't say anything either. I'll just enjoy it and let her move on. Because I think that's fair. Because we all know there's been plenty of women that have seen men with like food in their beard and didn't say anything. They just let them go on their way. We're just getting even now. I've yet to see the holy grail of messed up looking people though, which would be the wiped off eyebrow and food in your beard. That would be a really cool person to see, and I would probably let them know what was going on with their face. That'd be a good day. That's even better than the day when your cool grandpa, who always shakes your hand and slips you $1, accidentally gives you a 10 and you don't tell him. Anyone have a grandpa that did that? Thought he was a real pimp and would like shake your hand and give you $1. A couple of you look like you are that grandpa. You shake hands and give out dollars. I'll be shaking hands out back later if you guys want. But no, my grandpa did that. He'd shake my hand and slip me $1. Felt real cool. I always wondered though what happened when my grandpa would shake someone else's grandpa's hand. Like, who got the $1 in that situation? Just imagine two old men rubbing sweaty bills up against each other's wrinkly palms all day until someone gave up. I'm gonna tell this joke. It's been going really bad at all my other sets. I've told it 3 times and it's got no response or a negative response every time. But you guys seem like pretty liberal people, open-minded. So I think it'll fly with you pretty well. So I'll like start it off. Does anyone in the room have AIDS? No? Maybe you do, you just don't want to raise your hand because you don't want to ruin your date or something. I get it.
Oh, it's an AIDS joke.
What I do, I've been thinking a lot about AIDS. I think that disease has a bad rap. Like, it's not all bad. Like, people say AIDS is terrible, and I don't even think about it. Maybe there's a couple of good things it can do for you. Like if you're trying to lose a lot of weight in a pinch, and you're not good at dieting,
Yeah.
consider AIDS. You know? Maybe someone lives on your block that's super hot, but they have AIDS. You're one of the few lucky bastards that gets to have sex with them unprotected. Brag to all your friends. High five. I raw dogged the AIDS slut. Lucky me. No one else can say that. Plus, you get to be in a movie with Denzel Washington. He's a great actor. That would be an honor. It's a cool dude. And then, I don't know. I guess before I go, I'll go over the cons of AIDS. I can't really think of any off the top of my head, though.
Posey sarcoma?
No, I don't know. The people say you die at the end, maybe that's bad, but I don't think so, because I've considered, like, I'm not really sure I want to live that much longer. Maybe AIDS would be like a quick way to go out. Well, not that quick, but it would get it done a little faster than drinking myself to death or something. Like, no one would have to come home and find me all blue and naked in the bathtub. You get to die, gracefully in a hospital. Which I think is good, because suicide is bad news. Maybe just get AIDS, or consider self-abortion, right? That doesn't exist yet, but I'm working on it. Listen to this, guys. Any fans of abortion? All right. I think abortion is a really, really, really good alternative to suicide. All we have to do is figure out time travel. And we can make it fun. We can make suicide fun. Instead of cutting yourself. I don't know what people do. I don't have a gun. It's too complicated. Well, you go meet up with your friend Doc Brown, hop in his DeLorean, shoot back to 1991, and instead of running around town trying to get your parents to fall in love, you just pay Biff like $20 to punch your mother in the stomach as hard as you can. And then it's like, boom, I'm out of here. Just like that, I'm out of here. Thanks for your stage time, guys. If you want to see me again, I am the MC the first Saturday of every month at Bullring's Grill in Goodrich.
Wow.
Or you can see me right after this open mic drinking at the Torch.
Cool.
I'll be there.
Cool. Yeah.
So Alan and I have to play, we're playing for our friends this weekend for their wedding as they walk down the aisle. So we are going to practice I Want to Hold Your Hand. So, that'll be fun.
I think you'll
weekend. So
Yeah, that was great.
Did amazing.
It was amazing. Yeah.
Is there a cover charge?
Can you put the address? I'll give it a caption on here. Just give us the address and we'll. Well, and the
If there's anything
day.
the brides love, it's just last minute unknown guests.
Especially us.
They're completely relaxed about it, and their dads are just like, yeah, bring them. Doesn't matter.
They're my friends. They totally won't call the police or anything.
Okay, we're gonna play some Arlow Xan songs.
Okay.
We're in a band called Arlow Xan.
Yay!
You can check us out, Arlow Xan. Arlow Xan.
arlowxan.com. That's what you're trying to say. So. Yeah.
Okay, this song is called Chemical Exchange. got one more song for you. It's another Arlow Xan original. It's called Sun Goes Rising.
Are these both new?
No, these are Sun Goes Rising's on the latest album, and Chemical Exchange is from 4 years ago.
You changed the melody.
Yeah, we're always sort of
Yeah.
readapting
Yeah.
the songs. So.
This one's about the cowboy that goes to the moon to fight a dragon. Colors from articulated laser beams. 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 Sun was rising through my breath, no, I don't care, no, I don't care, no. Sun was rising through my breath, no, I don't care, no, I don't care. White horse, sleeping rider, endless stars on fire, landscape full of creatures crashing down some tidal showers, atmospheric precious seas of shadow, sunlight, increases brightness, stirring full of feel, full of feel, full of feel. Sun goes rising through my breath, no, I don't care, no, I don't care, no. Sun goes rising through my breath, no, I don't care, no, I don't care. Unicorn, molten iron, beating heart, sleeping dragon, spinning on its noble axis, seating up its counterpart, sleeping right on noble platter, here star of your fire, it's a me, golden light, rocket to sun goes rising through my breath, no, I don't care, no, I don't care, no. Sun goes rising through my breath, no, I don't care, no, I don't care, no. Sun goes rising through my breath, no, I don't care, no, I don't care, no. Sun goes rising through my breath, no, I don't care, no. No, I don't care. Beating heart, sleeping dragon, I don't care, no, I don't care. Beating heart, sleeping dragon, I don't care, no, I don't care, no. No, I don't care, no. Colors from articulated laser beams. Colors from articulated laser beams. Colors from articulated. Colors from articulated. Colors from articulated laser beams. Off into the hills we go. Off into the hills we go.
All right, thank you.
Which one should I use?
Doesn't matter.
It can be. I sound different here. They never used to do this. Look at that. This is thinking. Okay.
Anyone ever tell you you look like George Carlin a little bit?
Never.
Never?
There's a significant difference between George and I. He's really, really talented. But he's also passed on.
Oh, we did?
Yeah, I can do that just like he did too. That's the one thing I can do like George Carlin. He can kick off.
Give it a little while, not while you're on stage.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't want real life on stage, do you?
Yeah, it's not real death.
Yeah, real life, not that.
According to Freud, that joke, that little exchange only makes sense if you know about the fact you're going to die. That makes it possible for us to want to make meaning to one another. And it gives us what is called the death drive.
Thanatos.
What's that?
Thanatos.
Yeah. And a Lone Ranger. Okay, I'm going to do some poems. They're not all funny. I'm going to do this poem. I did a poem. My poor wife, she was born on September 11th. And for several decades, that was not a problem. So, a few years before that particular September 11th, I'd written this for her, and I don't think I've ever performed it before, so I'm going to give it a go. On this September day that you were born, before the leaves have fallen, it's still fair. The summer, like a garment, must be worn. We wear these last days gently as they tear. The fabric of a life is like a year. The white warp on the loom begins the skein, and all the warmer colors that appear dissolve in white, just as our lives began. This is the nature of the paradigm. But you are like late summer, some of all the labor that it took the spin of time to make the country bloom before the fall. And as my woven lifetime nears its ghost, you are the days that I remember most. This other one is actually written because of the other September 11th. At one time I was calling it a triptych. It's a three-part thing. The first part is named after and describes Giorgio de Chirico's painting, The Mystery and Melancholy of the Street. He was an early 20th century surrealist fellow. You've probably seen this painting before.
Scuola Metafisica.
Beg pardon?
Scuola Metafisica.
Yeah. Where did you go to school? The University of Chicago or something?
No, I'm a high school graduate.
Oh, you're a high school graduate. Okay. Very good.
Good answer.
So, the first part is about that painting, which I think is kind of a statement about how things worked. And the second part is called High Rise, and the third part is called Mosque. It goes like this. De Chirico's broad shadows climb the wall, as if the world now turns away from art. The darkness has consumed the apple cart and made the stranger ominously tall. The city, in its majesty, is dangerous. What was the politic that drove the cause and made the modern world what it was? Its death holds no dominion over us. The stranger's footfalls beat their requiem to interviews. Surrealism's retired. The culture that the teenage girl inspired abandons neighborhoods with crime in them. She turns her trick beneath a setting sun where nothing's new and nothing's ever done. High rise. Now is the height of madness made of steel and glass. We have invested and it paid. The drinks they serve are clear and stiffly made to soften how the future makes us feel. We have survived like castles on the Rhine, those memories immobilized by boat. Oh yeah, that mild amnesia when we float. All monuments to progress are a sign that we have lost our way. This road was laid by slaves before the Holy Church was built. They found that buttressing displaces guilt. All monuments to progress are man-made. We pray our souls will rise within these heights and shine as brightly as electric lights. Mosque. The call to prayer above a smoking land. The call to kneel upon a burning land is for us all. We will one day or other heed it when Kalashnikov bullets fly. When the armless child takes an hour to die beside the headless body of his mother. They're free at last, God Almighty. From this ring of hell where the wealthy men advertise freedom on television and quote the price of their commodity, a strange deliverance from slavery, to cut the shackle where it joins the earth, as if the purchase must occur at birth. And if we are alive, whose slaves are we?
Yeah.
I had a friend a long time back. She moved back to the south. But she once told me that you can't write poems about certain things.
That's a challenge.
Yeah, well, you know, and she kind of itemized things, you know, nasty things and certain things. I thought it was interesting because it only made me want to write poems I shouldn't write. And I didn't like run off and do it right away, you know, but it did come to me at one point. I was over in the Torch. The poem's titled Urinal, so I guess you know what I was doing. This is the moment the man contemplates the golden stream of his consciousness as it dwindles to a series of dots on the existential eye. In the vast universe, you are of all places here, where the music is a distant chaos in the deodorant fumes, where the fluorescent ballast can't quite ignite the gas within. There is a constellation of epithets and illuminating diagrams of human reproduction, like a manual for an alien civilization that explains in part what humanity looks like and what it thinks about most of the time. You are not as drunk as you were a moment ago, releasing all you had in your bladder, achieved something near a spiritual nothingness. Muscles devoted to holding back the flood drift functionless and the lassitude. The truth is clear. You are a bad man who believes in good. An empty man with nothing to fill you but drink in the bar beyond. Can I do one more?
Yeah.
Okay. There's one I did fairly recently for a friend of mine. This guy, he's a poet. Every year I've known him, he loves tomatoes, so he grows them. Excuse me. And he is a true tomato lover. Anyway, so every year I've known him, I've always heard him use this phrase, last tomatoes. He's always gathering his last tomatoes. And I've known him for, 4 decades. So, I don't know, I did this one for him. It's called Last Tomatoes. And it's a good one. Here is my thumb against red loveliness. A memory of love from long ago, when I confused desire with caress, and vain intentions with my clumsiness, or knowledge with the woman I would know. Here is that thumb against this loveliness. It grasps the ripened surface to impress, and tests resilience as it lets it go. Have I confused desire with caress? It seems the more to find there's something less that fills my bucket up beyond the bow. It weighs the thumb that weighs the loveliness. It finds it wanting, makes a holy mess of promises and lives within their toe. When I confuse desire with caress, I love that which returns from such duress, the blossoming falling as the tomatoes grow. Here is my thumb against that loveliness when I confuse desire with caress. Thank you.
Well, before I start reading, last 2 days, 3 days have been amazingly frustrating. Last week, I was in Barnes & Noble and I saw this ad in Poets and Writers for a agency called Writers Relief. And what you do is you send them your poems and they proofread it and then they send it to magazines for you. And so, you know, I'm like, okay, so great, you know, I can do this, you know, and it says, well, you know, I'm like, I'm sure they'll be able to, you know, follow through on this. I mean, because my poems are good enough to, you know, get me to that stage where they can represent me. And I sent them my best poems. And they said, we like your poetry, but it's too long. And so therefore we can't do anything with them, and so sorry. So it was amazingly frustrating. I mean, my poems are not that long. They're like medium-sized poems.
Agreed.
180 to 220 words.
Yeah.
And you can fit, I mean, like each poem, you can fit it on a page, and there's plenty of room there, you know? I mean, it's like I was in Bizarro World or something. It's like look, and then in a way, when I think about the world and how the world is, it was less surprising. So then I'm like, okay. So today, you know, I got up this morning, went to work, I was thinking about it, and I'm like, you know, whatever. It's amazingly stupid. And the world is amazingly stupid in amazingly many ways. All right. So anyway, and this first poem is about that world, the amazingly stupid world. Like whenever I'm watching the State of the Union address, if I am watching it, I mean, I have watched a little bit of it. It's like, what's going on here? You know, we have this room full of gentlemen, and they're, you know, applauding and standing up and sitting down and standing up and sitting down, and it's so amazing what they're doing. And then you think about what's going on outside that room. What is going outside the Congress? What is going on there? You know, and it's just amazingly weird. So this poem touches on that. All right. Midway through the State of the Union address. Midway through the motion that completes the standing ovation, the feed skips to the inaction of the sitting audience, a presidential pitter-patter, the thunderous absence of thunder, the roar of the crowd, the rising applause, one by one, each row, row by row. He continues to move his mouth and systematically gaze around the room. Am I witnessing the experience of a collective? Are these apparent emotions the indicators that they falsify? Where is the middle of this? Is it possible to stay in the middle of this, midway through the standing ovation as it approaches, here like this, not one way or the other, this whole time? Thank you. The way of the cookie. The way the cookie crumbles, the way of the morning, the afternoon, and the evening, the way of the predicted weather, the way of the sun, a dirty, sunburned face on my way to work, again at that same intersection. I watch on as a woman holds a tattered cardboard sign, her head lowered between her shoulders, a fixed stare, a reluctant, almost inquisitive submission. I am out of reaching distance, but I don't have enough time at the light anyway to dangle a dollar bill out my car window. Somehow, the weight of the cookie comes over me, and I too am counted. Two contradictory thoughts cannot be upheld in one steady direction leading away. Not enough money to buy a cheap hamburger is the way this particular cookie crumbles, maybe minus the hamburger. As we remember that we can't always do something that is very easy to do, that really was only a thing for that particular moment, for no identifiable reason. As we remember that we as human beings are constantly participating in the cookie. And any look, whether it is a look the other way or not, is still of the cookie that crumbles, even when it does not, under the sun. This is the last poem in the packet that I sent to Writer's Relief, and I noticed it later. I'm like, the ending is kind of ironic, pretty darn ironic. You'll know what I mean when I get there. Okay. The subject. The subject of one exhibit could be falsely interpreted as being simply about how he liked to draw. He is portrayed as an affectionate child who experiments with reality. The first thing a spectator might notice is his affected and youthfully clever smile. No one has any reason to doubt the exhibit's historical accuracy. Some question its relevance. Some feel that the early life of the subject, even if the exhibit truly is compelling and unexpected, should not be highlighted. And so, uncomfortably, maybe for some, right here in front of us, the drawing of a car he deliberately scribbled through and messed up in order to test the sincerity of his mother's impression. And so, as we move from exhibit to exhibit, we are gradually introduced to the future of the subject. But the future never comes. What we are witnessing here, these walls and the articles they encompass, the images they cradle, the ones that are featured here in this manner, can only be swallowed. The spectator witnesses something the subject has built. Onlookers are exposed to issues such as the complexity of a child who becomes mentally ill. In this exhibit, that can only be shown if the one that is seen here is properly duplicated.
All right, let's keep it going for Alex Markoff. All right, I put myself lower on the list because I thought Nick Custer would show up, but I talked to him on the phone. He has rehearsal. But earlier this month, I asked if I could take some of his poems and turn them into a song, kind of a Tom Waits song. It just made sense. And he said, go ahead, do it. So this is what this is. That it is. So I apologize to him in advance if I had this for timing purposes and for making it flow. It's not verbatim, obviously. All right. All right, this first song is called Hometown Poem, No Rush. So while you're listening to the words, I'm sure you can hear Nick through all of it.
In my hometown there's a many place to be, for sale, for lease, the first month free. Just one life to live, i.e. to flee. But fortunately for me, there's no rush. The city cemeteries are lush, the blinking neon lights, reading vacancies. The car may have raised and raised the Buick City, but the irony is killing me. And all the basement Buddhists meditate on the Blum site with lights, making bucks, growing kush, and suffering. A generation of garbage pail kids born with a broom in their hand, forced to clean up ancient debris. In my hometown there's many places to be, for sale, for lease, first month free. And just one life to live, i.e. to flee. But fortunately for me, there's no rush. I can lock my door and ignore its distress, but to change there's just not much left. A few pilled rows of half-burned, gutless homes, and a few well-hidden hornets hide what gone artists thrive in the days, hunting flower fields in their minds. And jaws rattle ferocious behind snake-bitten fangs, a mumble rattles into a wild howl. It penetrates your unknown with lapping licks under the inner shiver creeps. And these impassioned kids make clunky claims to fame, though no one will ever know their name. In my hometown there's many places to be, for sale, for lease, the first month free. Just one life to live, i.e. to flee. But fortunately for me, there's no rush. I'm an upshot drop of water to a splink of sputtering. This background noise to the pouring rain. Like magnets to metal, I am drawn here and stayed, and I'll do the same until the roof caves in, or at least my motivation dissipates. And as the smoke clears, we're throwing ink at expectation, tossing poems like pin-pulled grenades. A little buzz, I spit poetic, composing cracks of lightning that lead to thunderous refrain. In my hometown there's a many places to be, for sale, for lease, for first month free. Just one life to live, i.e. to flee. But fortunately for me,
Thanks a lot. Hope you like it, Nick.
It sounded like Nick. That's when Nick came out in your voice. I heard Nick sing.
There's less crotch grabbing. All right.
What you do when you got the playing?
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Sorry about that, man. No. No. It's been a blast, like working on these poems. This next one's called All My Friends.
Friends are up to their eyeballs in tattoos. Most ride bikes or did all wood if the one so damn cold. Off the point of Island Street, overlooking rivers and dames. The sunsets crash molten red into paved over brown fields. Those was the one with the old job site carried on the breath of the wind. We had our whiskey sticking to the rinse, graffiti tongue bliss to the mix. And I feel like we're all kids again. Understand the peel of a house, and all along the scraggly sidewalk swept it through forest. And if I don't say so myself, all my friends are really cool cats, rude dogs and family freaks trying to get enough to start again. Was the one with the old job site carried on the breath of the wind. We had our whiskey slipping to the rinse, defeated tumblers to the mix. And I feel like we're all kids again. Carried on the breath of the wind. We had our whiskey sticking to the rinse, defeated tumblers to the mix. And I feel like we're all kids again. Alright, that's it.
So, Flint Song Contest going on now until
May of 2015.
May 2015.
Flint Song, come to Collab Nite and play it.
Get it down. The winner is through a jury process,
Well, through, actually through popular vote.
popular vote process, and the winner gets time with Good Beans Records, and
You played on Kettering.
play on Kettering Radio,
And
and
then at least 2 events they'll be playing at.
booked at 2 events, so
At least.
still time. Yeah.
On the Creative Alliance show.
One-man band. Where's Willie T?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you would appreciate that.
All right. Woo, all this stuff. Hi, everybody.
Hola.
All right, so, is there a rule against doing other people's songs up here?
Oh, no, you can do whatever you want.
Okay. Fell in love with this song like 10 years ago. And I thought, no way in hell. No way I'll ever learn how to play that song. Come to find out it's pretty easy. I found out a couple days ago and I haven't stopped playing the song since.
Okay.
So I decided I had to come out and share it with people. It was gonna drive me bloody crazy. So this is a tune by Nina Simone. It's called Work Song. Most people know it by Chain Gang, but there's a part in it that it's kind of self-descriptive, I think. Anyway, it goes like this. It goes. Breaking rocks out here on the chain gang. Breaking rocks and serving my time. Breaking rocks out here on the chain gang. 'Cause I've been convicted of crime. Gonna steady right there while I hit it. Well, I reckon that I ought to get it. Been working, I've been working, but I still got some terribly far to go. I committed crime, Lord, I needed crime of being hungry and poor. Left the grocery store, man, breathing when he caught me robbing the store. Hold it steady right there while I hit it. Reckon that ought to get it. I've been working, but I still got some terribly far to go. Heard the judge say 5 years on the chain gang you gonna go. Heard him say 5 years of labor. Heard my lady scream, Lord no. Hold it steady right there while I hit it. Well, I reckon that I ought to get it. Been working, but I still got so terribly far to go. Whoa. Gonna see my sweet honey baby. Gonna break those chains off and run. Gonna see the sunshine. Sure it's hot in the sun. Hold it steady right there while I hit it. Well, I reckon that I ought to get it. Well, I'm working, but I still got so terribly far to go. Breaking rocks out here on the chain gang. I've been working, but I still got so terribly far to go. Yeah, some of those words I hope nobody noticed. I'm gonna out myself on stage because I want to have a little fun. Hold on a minute, you'll get what I mean. It goes like this. This is called Singer in a Bar. If I were a singer in a bar, people would put money in my jar. I wouldn't use the money to pay my bills. Here comes, I'd blow it all on Mary Jane and thrills. But I would never say that in the bar. I am much more cleverer by far. I wouldn't let them know that I was buying weed. Absolutely cleverer indeed. Oops, I just mentioned marijuana. Again. I must move my ass to Tijuana. Now I'm swearing, guess I better pack my gear, or you could just sit there and drink your beer. Marijuana is the reason that I wrote this song, and maybe it's the reason I played 4 chords all along. Or maybe I'm just no good at playing this guitar. I'll get some lessons, put some money in my fucking jar. Now you think I'll just run up and buy some pop. Don't worry about a thing, I have got a lot. Well, shit, I better quit, the song is getting out of hand. I left a doobie burning in my van.
He really did. He would love that song.
Alright, I'm gonna bring it down a little bit. Okay, so who here is in love or has been in love? Right?
Never.
You all felt it sooner or later. Or you're gonna get it. You're gonna catch it.
That silly little love bug.
So I'm in love with my wife. Over the moon in love with my wife. It's freaking nuts, really. I mean, it's a little bit gross. So where everything's going great, right? And then I came to the day where I realized she's not mine. She's not really mine. She's not a possession of mine. And it opened my eyes, things got brighter. And I wrote a song about it, and sounds like a sad song, but it's not to me. It's called Paradise. Thought that it was true. Yeah, that I belong to you. Now I know I was such a fool. We can still have paradise. I thought that you were mine, gone together from the dawn of time. Now I know we can hold that line, and it can be our paradise. Just let your light shine. Let it dance and play with mine. Together we can wash away the night, and it will be our paradise. Just let your light shine. Let it dance and play with mine. Together we can wash away the night, and it will be our paradise. Just you and me in our paradise. Yeah, you and me. Oh, in our paradise.
Woo!
I'm gonna steal one more song if you don't mind. Is that cool?
Steal away.
This is a medley. This is another other people's song. But I've been doing it for a while now and I gotta try it out. So here we go. Welcome along for the ride. This is the first time ever. When I was a young man, at the age of 5, my mama told me to be the greatest man alive. Now I'm a man, well, past 21. Yeah, I tell you, honey, sure had lots of fun. I'm a man, I spell him. Hey, child, him, natural born man. Oh, child, when the day I was born, nurses all gathered round, and they gazed in wild wonder at the joy they found. And nurse spoke up, said, leave this one alone. She could tell right away that I was bad to the bone. I spelled him, hey child, him. Now and now up the streets, kings and queens step aside. Every woman I meet always stays satisfied. I'm here to tell you, honey, what I see I make my own. I'm gonna tell you, woman, I'm bad to the bone. I spell him, hey child, him. I'm a natural born man. Oh child, oh, I'm here to tell you, honey, what I see I make my own. Hey, yeah. Thank you. That's all I got.
So fast, so fall with me, 'cause fall we will.
happy song. I hope you like happy songs. And the title of it requires correct grammar. Therefore, it is bullshit, comma, sir. Old man Hobbs on West 110th never got the pension check to pay his rent. Now they're marking off his crutches and his medals too. See, he used to be a hero right back there in 42. There's a bean factory right across my street. Spews and everything and then rotten meat. Yeah, check out the kids in front of their playing skateball. The experts saying there's nothing wrong at all. And like hell, sop it up under my hat. You'd have to be crazy to like that. The print shops keep pumping out the quicksilver words. It ain't got me under, but it's fucking bullshit, sir. Who would be king of a fishless sea? The waves eyes winking at eternity. I go to my radio and I pray it's a false alarm. It says, hey, no, we ain't done no harm. I had a dream of an unborn son with tears of fire rain on everyone. Maybe I'm crazy. They call it what I'm drunk and die. These are good times that we think we're having it. What the hell? Stop it up under my hat. You have to be crazy to like that. The print shops, they pump out those quicksilver words. It ain't got the other, but it's fucking bullshit, sir. Meanwhile, old man Hobbs on West 110. He never got the pension check to pay the rent. And they're still carving off his crutches and his medals too. He used to be a hero right back there in 42. And what the hell, stop it up under my hat. You'd have to be crazy to like that. The print shops keep it up, pumping out the quicksilver words. You ain't got no order, you already know that. So what the hell, stop it up under that hat. You'd have to be crazy to like that. The print shops keep pumping out quicksilver words. You already know. Well, I know it's late, and I know you've heard a lot. Do you want one more, or should we bag it up now?
No.
All right, I got another happy song. Now, this one's about people that are happy, and they have a really cool self-image. They're productive members of society, and, well, they're either godless loving people or God-loving people, who the hell knows. But it's called Springtime in 1939. I know a lot about material things. I save my faith for the bag. The fingers on my hands are covered with rings. All of my waiters say thanks every day. When I open my door, Fraulein luck comes by now. Tomorrow for the bank.
Thank you.
All right. All right, keep it going for Justin.
Anchor is the drummer. Mandolin player.
Which we are gonna let him end the night. What are you thinking? Do you want some accompaniment? Just gonna solo this?
Solo.
All right. Give it up for Christopher. Give it up for Christopher. Alright, and that wraps up this month. Thank you all very much for a great month, a great collab night. Let's do it again next month, third Wednesday, Creative Alliance meeting. And if you want to get more involved with Creative Alliance itself, check out their meetings, regular meetings, every other Wednesday, 7 to 8 at Church Hills. Thank you.